Welcome. Nice to have you here tonight. My name is Bianca Collins, the Fowler's Curator of Public Programs. The Fowler Museum at UCLA acknowledges the Gabrielino Tongva peoples as the traditional land caretakers of the Los Angeles Basin and Southern Channel Islands. As a land grant institution, we pay our respects to the ancestors, elders, and our relatives past, present, and emerging. We're so pleased that you have joined the Fowler and UCLA Herb Alpert School of Music tonight for a holiday concert with UCLA's Afro Latin Jazz Orchestra, led by renowned jazz musician Arturo O'Farrill. This is a special revival of our Fowler Out Loud concert series, which invites UCLA students from various disciplines to perform at the museum. We're taking a special break from hiatus for a night of music brought to you in the comfort of your homes. Our host tonight is Arturo O'Farrill, a pianist, composer, and educator who was born in Mexico and grew up in New York City. He is currently professor of global jazz studies and assistant dean for equity, diversity, and inclusion at UCLA. In 2007, he founded the Afro Latin Jazz Alliance as a not-for-profit organization dedicated to the performance, education, and preservation of Afro Latin music. O'Farrill has received commissions from Jazz at Lincoln Center, the Apollo Theater, the Bronx Museum of the Arts, and the New York State Council on the Arts, and has been honored as a Steinway Artist for many years. This year, O'Farrill's weekly concerts with his Afro Latin Jazz Orchestra, dubbed Virtual Birdland, topped the list of 10 best quarantine concerts in the New York Times. This innovative model for virtual orchestral performances paved the way for the concert you will experience tonight. Tonight, we are celebrating the holidays with the music of Tito Puente, Graciela, Machito, and the great creators of Afro Latin jazz. Hope you have your best dancing shoes on because we are going to mambo our way through Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and even Festivus. All right, take it away, Arturo.
There I go. I did it. First, right out of the gate, the first thing I did was forget to unmute. I'm so thrilled to be here, and I'm so in love with this moment because we have some heroes that you're going to hear tonight that have worked so hard in a very scary time period to make this incredible presentation for you. Thank you, Bianca Collins and the Fowler Out Loud music series, the museum. We want to thank a lot of people. I want to thank Larry Alvarez, our baritonist and mixer and videographer. We want to thank Glynis McNamara, who assisted with the videography and the mixing. This students amazed me the entire time that we were together. This is a really difficult quarter to enter into, and these young folks worked so hard that it's kind of amazing. You're going to see an amazing concert. We also want to thank the UCLA Herb Alpert School of Music. This piece we're going to begin with is a piece that I want to tell you a little bit about. In New York State, there is a place called the Catskills. It's a chain of mountains that is quite large and has another alternative name. The alternative name for the Catskills is the Borscht Belt, because the great Latin artists of our time, Tito Puente, Tito Rodriguez, Machito and his orchestra, Machito and his Afro-Cubans, made a living playing the Jewish resorts in the Catskills. That's why they're called the Borscht Belt. And as a matter of fact, there was a very famous record that's called Mazel Tov Amigos, which is, look it up. Go ahead. If you don't believe me, look it up. Google Mazel Tov Amigos, and you'll see a recording made by a man named Juan Calle and his Latin landsmen. And this recording is some Yiddish songs, literally Yiddish songs, my Yiddish mama, but performed in a myriad of Latin styles. I kid you not. You heard it here first. It's an amazing recording. And some of the people that play on this recording are folks like Clark Terry on the trumpet, Ray Barretto on the congas. And so this first piece was written it's based on a traditional Yiddish melody, and was written before Machito and his orchestra, arranged by Maestro Chico O'Farrill. And what can I tell you about this piece? It's a straight up mambo. We had such a good time making this recording. Um, just a word. I really do mean this when I say that I love this time period. I've seen such heroism. I've seen people do amazing superhuman things, and we're all, struggling with this terrible dark moment. But I want you to sit back. I want you to kick off your shoes or put on your dancing shoes. Make yourself a little non-alcoholic mojito, and I want you to enjoy this beautiful visit to the Borscht Belt, played by these incredible young hero musicians. And I want you to maybe even get up off your chair, get a little of that, quarantine fat moving around, and dance yourself into the holiday season with this piece, which is called Holiday Mambo.
Bienvenidos, señoras y señores. Levántate y baila con la música, porque es la hora del holiday mambo. La música del holiday mambo.
Isn't that awesome? You know what I love? I love the fake snow. That's my favorite part. But of course, the other part that's incredible is that those closing words in the introduction by Liam Wallace and the great Kathleen Villaseñor on the trumpet playing the melody. This next piece we're going to play for you also comes from the Machito Orchestra. Some folks know this, some don't. Machito, one of the most important musicians of the mambo era. He had a band called Machito and his Afro-Cubans. And this piece is going to feature his adoptive sister, Graciela Perez Gutierrez, on the vocals. She originally recorded this piece. But I have to tell you that I think it belongs to Emily Silva now. I think she took it. Graciela, we love you. But check out this young vocalist. She is incredible, and so help me too. And I don't know what the words "bidi kumbi" mean. I couldn't possibly begin to tell you. I don't know. Put any definition you want to those words. Just make sure and check out Emily Silva singing "bidi kumbi."
Tu amor es tan rico y tan fuerte, tu amor durará por todo. Aunque las tormentas están llegando, su música siempre sigue viviendo. Y no tengo ningún amante como tú, nadie más es suficiente. Para todo mi amor y mis labios, encantado de tenerte de mi lado. Like gold, it smells stronger. Are your love is strong enough for me? Those songs of love come to music lives on, and we'll set a rhythm for the future. I've never known a love so generous. Nobody could fill the void inside. To give you my love and all the above will be the greatest pleasure of my life.
Okay, out there. The mambo doesn't dance itself. Some of you are still sitting when you should be dancing. That was the great Emily Silva on singing "Bidi Kumbi." This next piece is written by a gentleman who I have the utmost respect for. He passed in the past. He's gone now, but I had the privilege of handing him a Lifetime Achievement Award from the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences. He truly is one of the greatest composer arrangers that I can think of, and his name is Ray Santos, and he wrote this piece for his dear friend Mario Balsa, who is frequently credited with being the founder of Afro-Cuban big band jazz. And of course, Mario Balsa introduced Graciela and Machito to the picture, and they changed the course of history. Mario Balsa was a seminal figure, and he befriended Ray Santos, who went on to write for Linda Ronstadt and Tito Puente and Tito Rodriguez. And so if you must know this is music for dancing, I'm going to keep harping on that because some of you are sitting and you refuse to work off your extra quarantine, whatever you call quarantine fat. Get up. Have fun. We had so much fun making this. This next piece is called Browsin' with Bowser, featuring Alex Taylor on the tenor saxophone, Will Pike on bass, Javon de Godwin on congas, written, composed, and arranged by the great Mambo King, Ray Santos. Browsin' with Bowser. Once again, featuring Alex Taylor on the tenor saxophone, Will Pike on the bass, Javon de Godwin on the conga, and Liam Wallace on the drums. I'm going to quickly, I got to do this. You're going to get to see their names anyway at the end of this stream, but I want to really, really quickly mention all of the great musicians of the UCLA Afro Latin Jazz Orchestra. Our vocalist, Emily Silva, Alita Pina. On flute, Haley Benedict. Our saxophonist, Steve Murillo. Kenneth Sias, Glynis McNamara, Peter Ogban, Zane St. Andre Jackson, Alex Taylor, Yanaya Silva, Jordan Casciato, Larry Alvarez, our trombonist, Brendan Kersey Wilson, and Miles Chen. On the trumpets, John Wake, Samuel Creddick, Colin McCure, Katie Osborne, Kathleen Villasenor, William Wertheimer. On the bass, Isabel Dobrev, William Pike. Our pianists, Angela Ray, Cole McQuinn, and drums and percussion, we have the great Liam Wallace, Oliver Cooper, Javon de Godwin, Cy Thompson, and Lorenzo Siciliano. We love you guys. We're having so much fun doing this for you. This is the reason why we do this. We do this because we love music. We are musicians. We're learning this craft, but it never gets old. And we thought we'd have a really difficult time with it this quarter. But we actually all rose to the occasion. These young folks learned all kinds of skills. All of a sudden, they were mixing audio, video editing, and everyone was reinventing their lives in order to bring this evening to you. And I think we should take a minute and just really appreciate the UCLA Afro Latin Jazz Orchestra and its incredible musicians for bringing us this incredible treat tonight. This next piece was written by Juan Tisol, and made famous by the Duke Ellington Orchestra, and it was arranged by Don Angel Papo Vasquez. This is Don Angel Papo Vasquez's version of Caravan. Larry Alvarez on the baritone saxophone, Colin McClure on the trumpet, Brendan Kersey Wilson on the trombone, Peter Agben on the tenor saxophone, Cole McQuinn on the piano. So you might be thinking to yourself, what is this trickery they're doing? How can they possibly make music in this environment? It's not trickery. It's not trickery. I want you to come with me on a thought experiment, please. In reality, there's only two agents necessary for a gift: a giver and a receiver. That's it. And what really happens is a gift is meant to stay in motion. A gift is not meant to be kept. A gift is meant to be given away. That's why it's called a gift. And so these young artists are giving and we are receiving, but we are also giving them. And the circle continues, and it's infinite, it's eternal. The gift becomes the giver becomes the receiver turns it all around into an eternal cycle. And so the beautiful thing about this moment is that these young musicians, these young artists have spent an awful amount of time, a long amount of time recording individually and then coming together to mix parts. It's very labor intensive, and they did it because they want to give to you, to the Fowler Museum, to UCLA, to the community here of themselves. And in return, we receive and give them our love and our appreciation. So once again, thank you, UCLA, Fowler Museum, the Afro Latin Jazz Orchestra. We're very grateful. We're gonna do a blues now, a really southern blues, a deep southern blues, a blues that's farther south than Trenton, New Jersey, farther south than Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, a blues that's farther south than Macon, Georgia, or Key West, Florida. In fact, this blues is so far south, it's called Havana Blues. Havana Blues, composed and arranged by El Maestro Arturo Chico O'Farrill, and featuring Steve Murillo on the alto saxophone, Peter Agban on the tenor saxophone, Haley Benedict on the flute, Miles Chen on trombone, Sam Kredich on trumpet, and featuring Cy Thompson on the drums. We are going to take a minute, and I'm going to ask you to remember these words. The words are lechon asado con plátano maduro. Just hang on to that. Put that on the side for a second, because the last piece we're going to play for you is written for rumberos, and rumberos are very special people. Rumberos are people who, just when the going gets tough, just when things look their bleakest, they celebrate with song and dance. And Tito Puente understood this. He was one of our heroes, and he came from a simple home in New York City, and managed to become one of the most famous timbaleros, songwriter, composer, band leaders of all time. So he learned how to do great things with his life, and he was truly a rumbero in the best sense of the word. And if you know how to do that, then you are a rumbero. When life hands you lemons and you make lechon asado con plátano maduro, then you are a rumbero. Then you too know how to make the best of everything. And what we've seen this evening with these students is, I got to tell you, this is one of the greatest teaching experiences of my life. They made lechon asado out of lemons, and I truly, truly love them, and I'm truly grateful to be here. And so we're going to, hopefully some of you have gotten up off of your couches and you're ready to participate in some spectator action. Get up, dance. You don't have to wear your dancing shoes. You can take them off now and just hang out with us. We're a bunch of rumberos, and now you are one too.
Vamos rumberos que la rumba ya iba a empezar. Vamos rumberos que la rumba ya iba a empezar. Rumba, ya iba a empezar, ya va a empezar. Rumba, ya iba a empezar, ya va a empezar. Tadne, tadne, zabaraberitate, kimara, kimara, kima, kim, bomba, taberube, ube. Hay que gente bella, todos a bailar, bailar. Vamos los rumberos, vamos a tocar. Vamos gente, hay que gente bella, todos a bailar, bailar. Vamos los rumberos, vamos a tocar. Vamos rumberos, la rumba va a empezar. Vamos rumberos, rumba, 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 rumba. Hay que gente bella, todos a bailar. Vamos los rumberos, vamos a tocar. Vamos a tocar. Hay que gente bella, todos a bailar. Vamos los rumberos, vamos a tocar. Hay que gente bella, todos a bailar. Vamos los rumberos, vamos a tocar.
Yeah, Para los Trumberos, composed by Tito Puente, arranged by Jose Madera, featuring Emily Silva, Kenny Sayas on the alto saxophone, Brendan Kersey Wilson on the trombone, Javon de Godwin on the congas, Oliver Cooper on the drums, and Cy Thompson on the bongos. Bianca Collins, thank you for calling out, reaching out to me, and asking us to perform. What an incredible privilege. I can't thank you enough for that. And there are a lot of other folks that I want to thank too, really quickly. I want to thank the Fowler Museum, the UCLA Herb Albert School of Music, Larry Alvarez, Glynis McNamara, Luis Henao, Gene Hugh, all the folks, Jose Carrillo, who have made this moment possible. I want to thank all of you that are watching, and I really want to thank the incredible young artists of the UCLA Afro Latin Jazz Orchestra for turning up the heat tonight. That's what you did. You came through, you delivered, and Bianca has graciously asked me to close this out with some piano playing. I don't know how I'm going to follow you guys, but I'm going to do my best to play us out this evening. And so I'm going to switch my camera. Watch this. This is so unbelievably slick.
Thank you so much, Arturo and the UCLA Afro Latin Jazz Orchestra. That was outstanding. Thank you. What a true treat. And you know what? I know that everyone at home is clapping too. I hope that you and the orchestra feel the vibrations of our thanks for giving us the best possible holiday gift, the gift of music.
Thank you, Bianca. It's a complete privilege. As I said, thank you for reaching out and giving us, you lit the campfire around which all of us have gathered for warmth. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. And thank you to the almost 300 people who joined us tonight. We hope that you'll join us again for our next program. I hope everyone has a great night. Thank you so much.